Let's be friends.
Really enjoyed the first time we had a chance to talk to Zach Pyron. He was on, remember, campus, visited Waco, committed basically on the spot with his family, and he joined us that same day and then went back, and he now has completed basically almost the spring semester. They had their spring game last night at Pinson Valley High, and Zach Pyron, Baylor commit, quarterback, joins us on SicEm365 Radio. It doesn't seem like it was that long ago. What's it been like these last few weeks? Has it been a blur? What's it been like for you, Zach?
Yes, sir. It's been a blur. Everything's gone by pretty fast, especially with us doing spring and all this stuff. It's kind of been crazy, but I've enjoyed it. It's kind of got, now that I'm especially locked in with the team, I get to focus with my team more and get to spend more time with everybody and then build a better connection with everybody at Baylor, and I'm just loving it.
How much does it make it that much simpler now that you don't have to answer every text and phone call from somebody that's not with Baylor right away, and all that? You can just kind of do it on your schedule, and it's not really piling on.
Yes, sir. It's a lot more simpler because I remember sometimes I was having calls from like 5 o'clock to 8 or 9 o'clock in the afternoon and stuff, and it was kind of taken away from some stuff. And then when I committed, that kind of all stopped, and all I had to talk was with Coach Bell and Coach Rand and all them. So it was it's gotten a lot simpler, and it's been a lot better. I'm kind of happy it's over with, and I got to lock down with a good team.
Zach, what are those conversations like with Sean Bell, Dave Aranda, and everybody else? What do you guys kind of talk about, and how's that relationship, continue to progress since your commitment?
The relationship's awesome. I love the coaches. That was the biggest reason I committed was the relationship I built with them. Coach Bell, we're always talking about just what's going on in our own life and then what's going on at Baylor, and he just loves coaching me already and just trying to get with me on things that I'm already doing right now. So by the time I'm on campus, that we can be on the same page. And then Coach Rand is just talking about what he's doing with the program and what the future of the program looks like in his mind and what he's trying to build.
Zach, how was the spring game? Kind of take us through it. I think you told me earlier you had live action the first half, and then you went situational in the second half. Do you like what you saw? Do you feel good about it? How did it go?
Yes, sir. It went good. So we played a full game the first half. We won that 14-7. I thought we did pretty good for the most part with us only having 8 to 9 practices. We had a bunch of starters out hurt, so it was good for us to get some young guys in to see what they could do if we needed it. And then we went into the second half, and it was a bunch of like situational stuff, and it was mainly for the second team. I know I only got two drives in the second half, so we got to see what the second team could do in certain situations, and it was pretty promising. I think we're all happy with what we saw, and I think this year's looking pretty bright for us.
Zach Pyron of Pinson Valley High School, a quarterback committed to Baylor, with us on SicEm365 Radio. Zach, you told us the last time we had you on that you also wanted to be, I don't say the ringleader or the godfather of the class, because there's other guys that are important, obviously, to the 2022 class. But how much have you been involved with those? Like Belleville's Richard Reese just committed the running back, among some others, to 2022. How much have you been in touch with them, and what's the camaraderie like based on whatever you can have right now?
It's been big. That's one thing the coaches wanted me to do when I first committed was help build it. I think we've done pretty good. Everybody that's already committed, we all got a group chat and we're always talking and we all stay close. And then we talk to all the guys that we're trying to get commit. I know I was talking to Bryce a lot, and I know he committed a few weeks ago, and that was big for us. And then Reese just committed. That's big, and we're working on a few more guys. And we're all just really close. We're already super close, and I think this class is going to be really strong.
How ready are you to kind of be around some of these guys on a visit type of situation, kind of getting back to normal, like they say, but how revved up are you to maybe like be at a game and actually be able to talk to some of these guys?
I'm super excited about it. I know I talk to the guys all the time, and we're already trying to set up what games we want to come to together and stuff, and I'm just ready to meet them in person. I'm ready to meet the coaches in person because I'm not got to meet them in person yet, so that's going to be really awesome just doing all that. I'm just looking forward to meeting everybody face to face.
I know this. I think I know the answer to this because of what last year was like, but did you have any spring at all, any kind of spring drills or anything last year at Pinson Valley?
No, sir, we didn't because of COVID, and because of the move that we're going through and everything, it all kind of got shut down. We didn't get a chance to. And even if we did, I wasn't going to be able to play because I was just coming off of I got turf toe and ended up breaking my foot last year after playing the whole season on it. So I wasn't going to be able to do spring anyways if we had it. So,
Zach, what kind of personal goals do you have as far as your game? Are there any particular areas that you're looking to sharpen or improve, or anything along those lines?
My biggest thing this year is just developing my mental state. I'm with a really good offensive coordinator this year. He's a first-year guy with us. He's extremely smart, and he's going to help me more with my mental side of the game. And I feel that's the part that if I improve the most, my game will take a big step. So I'm just trying to get my IQ of the game better.
All right, you just said that you played on a broken foot. I think that came up the first time we spoke with you because your father might have told me that. How many games did you play on a broken foot what would have been, I guess, your junior year? Sophomore year, your sophomore year.
It was my sophomore year, so it was a jamboree game. It was week 0, and I ended up getting turf toe on it. So I played 3 or 4 games with that, and the doctors told me they thought it was starting to heal. And then around week 6 or 7 is when they think I completely broke it. So I played 7 through 15 with a broken foot. Right, not a broken foot, like a broken toe that ran to like the middle of my foot.
Mm. Yeah, that doesn't help things, does it? What's turf toe like? I've known people that have had it. I've never had it, but I know it's obviously painful. Just what's it like to have turf toe?
It's terrible because it basically takes your whole movement of that toe away, and then it was on my big toe, and that was my big foot. So I basically couldn't do any planning on it or anything because any pressure I put on it, it would just hurt. So I just had to learn to play through that.
That's one of those either you can or you can't. And it doesn't mean if you can't that you're not tough, because that shut down some of the greatest athletes of all time. And did you have to have it wrapped up in a big, how did you get through that? What did they do to I guess, stabilize it if they could?
So when it first happened, they had me limited during practice, and I was walking around in a boot all week. And then when the game came, they just wrapped it up really tight and just tried to get me to play on it. And I warmed up, and I tried to go slow while warming up, not to aggravate it. When the game came, I was kind of feeling it the first 2 drives. Once I got my adrenaline going, I just kind of forgot about it. But sometimes I get hit and I could feel it again. But most part, it's just trying to forget about it and not think about it.
How many times when you're walking around somewhere during that time, when you're trying to be smart with it, and I don't know if it was in a walking boot or whatever you might have had, but how many times did you accidentally run your foot into a door or a table or a chair?
I did it a few times, but I was trying to stay away from everything. I was trying to baby it as much as I could. I was barely doing anything on it.
Yeah, man. All right, so were you just at recently like a regional Elite 11 competition? Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Sunday in Nashville.
All right, so how did that go? I saw that you performed incredibly well. How, in your opinion, did that go? What did they tell you afterwards?
It went really well. My biggest thing was going in there just to try to learn, because there was some of the greatest QB minds and QB coaches were there, so I was trying to learn. And then I started noticing I was going to throw with everybody, and I started to pick it up. And by the end of it, I thought I was one of the best guys there. There was a bunch of 5-stars there, and I felt that I was better than most of them. So I was like, might as well just start showing it. So I try to show it the best I could. And then afterwards, I talked to Trent Dilfer and Brian Stump, and they said to be on the lookout in the next few weeks for a text or a call from them to invite me out to LA for the finals after they find out who they're going to invite this Sunday from LA.
It's probably, with all due respect to what Trent Dilfer does, it's a great thing. I like the competition. We've seen some Baylor quarterbacks who have been a part of it, but there's probably some politics involved in it as well. What will it be like to be around you if you don't get invited?
It'll kind of, I'm going to say it'll aggravate me if I don't get invited, but at the same time, it's just going to put more of a chip on my shoulder than what I have now, feeling that I did that good but still didn't get invited. So it's just going to want to make me work harder.
How big a chip is that?
It's pretty big right now. That's me and Coach Bell get along so well because the first thing he told me was that he had a chip on his shoulder. He felt like he tried to be the best coach, and that's why I thought that we connected. We both had the same goal and the same mindset.
Yeah. Well, I hope you get the call. Really do, because I read up from a couple of just national people or those who covered it that it went really well. So what do you have planned other than that? If you get that call, what else happens now? What do high school kids now, young men do or women do during the summer? What do you get the chance to do that's outside of football?
I'm not sure because we just got our summer schedule. I know we got this week off, and then we start back heavy next week. We start fall camp and we start doing some team 7-on-7s. But I don't know. I like to work out by myself. I like to work out a lot. I'll probably do that or fish, try to find somewhere to fish or stuff. But other than that, I'm basically football all the time.
On a lake or down a stream or where? Where do you fish?
In a lake is mostly what we do.
Okay. What's that huge lake that they have in Alabama? There's a massive man-made lake. I don't know if that's where that might be. It's a monster. It's the biggest man-made.
Gunnersville is where a lot of people fish.
Yeah. All right. What are you pretty good at that, or are you still learning?
I got pretty good at it, and then we moved up here. We didn't know anywhere, so I've not done it in about a few months. So it's probably going to take some back to getting used to. But when I started getting into it, I was getting pretty good at it. Yeah, like you do with everything else. Zach, congratulations on getting through the spring and the game, and obviously good luck to you in the Elite 11. Hope you get that text. I hope that happens, and if it doesn't, oh well, you know what? I got a feeling I know what it's going to help you do. It won't change you if you get the text, but if you don't, good luck with throughout the process, okay? Thanks for your time, and have a great summer. Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys.
That's Zach Pyron, Pinson Valley. 3-state champion.